Do you want to know how to win every single round of sparring or rolling that you ever do for the rest of your life? It's not clickbait. I'm talking about how to defeat professional fighters, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts, people that are 50 pounds heavier than you, a foot taller than you, even your own instructors. How to win against every single one of them. Now, there's some doofuses who haven't been here long enough to understand how this works who are already down in the comments saying, you can't win at sparring and you can't win at rolling. There's no winners and losers. And maybe that's true, but when you're the one that's getting beat up or smashed for the entire round, it sure feels a lot like losing. So maybe to appease the comment section, we won't use the term win. No, I'm still gonna use the term win, but what I really mean is be successful. How can I be successful in sparring and rolling with all of those people every single time? Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you some sparring rounds that I did with my kickboxing coach, and also some sparring rounds I did with Sensei Seth. Provide some commentary, and even though those guys are bigger, stronger, faster, and better than me at kickboxing, I was able to win every single round.
Bite down, I don't care, bite down on it. Leave it there. Stop chewing on it. You're not supposed to be talking.
How else am I going to intimidate anybody?
That's not gonna happen.
So I sparred Sensei Seth once before, and I began this round with two specific goals in mind. One was kind of optional. I wanted to land an uppercut from the clinch. Well, that's taken care of. I wasn't able to do that last time because my arm, I just recovered from bicep surgery. The other goal that was more important to me is I did not want him to trip me, and I wanted to trip him. I struggled to sweep him and unbalance him, and he was able to unbalance me last time. You see he's trying to trip already. I just don't want that to happen. I literally don't care about anything else. I don't care that he's landing more punches. I don't care that I'm not landing kicks. He's not gonna trip me, and I am gonna trip him. That's literally all I cared about. Because let's be honest, Seth is bigger, faster, and better at kickboxing than me, but nope, you're not gonna trip me. You're not gonna knock my legs out from under me. It's not gonna happen. Now, he could end me rightly at any point that he wanted to, if he blitzed me, or if he actually threw a head kick with conviction, whether I block it or not. But I don't care nothing about none of that. I'm just trying to make this happen. There, now I can die a happy man. Now I can start doing dumb shit. I just wanted to trip him. And, oh, little bonus. Yeah, another one of them. That's literally it. That head kick that he just threw, even though I blocked it, it would have dazed me and rocked me and set at the beginning of the end. Look how big he is. And he's fast. So, no, you're not going to trip me, Seth. Stop trying to trip me. It's not going to happen. Won't ever happen again. But I can focus. Now he's showing off. He's trying to clown me. But I decided what winning meant to me in that moment. I decided that if I tripped him and he didn't trip me and I landed an uppercut, that I win. So the way that you always win is to move the goalposts. Redefine what success means. Now, this is it's easy to get trapped by this. I get told this sometimes, being older and not a professional, and I do train with younger people who fight for a living, and after they kick my ass, they always just applaud. They're like, man, just the fact that you even showed up. And I'm like, not quite. I don't believe that. For me personally, it's not good enough for me, and it's probably not good enough for you either. You can show up all you want, but if you're not trying to improve and trying to be better than you were last week, I don't consider that a victory. I don't consider that winning. I'm talking about real progress. It could be something very small and very simple. Something like just not turning away. When you first start sparring, you're going to turn your head away a lot and, freak out. If you just say to yourself, I don't give a shit what happens. I don't give a shit if I land anything. I don't give a shit if they land anything. I don't care about any of that. I'm going to keep my eyes forward and I'm going to keep my hands up for the whole round. So comment down below. How are you going to improve yourself instead of proving yourself? What is the one thing that you need to work on that you're going to do to make yourself better, even at the expense of landing punches, landing kicks, or getting submissions? That's a trap you fall into when you're new and you first start sparring and you're sparring against people who are bigger than you and stronger than you and better than you and more experienced. You start resorting to all this crazy trickery, you're just trying to land shit and everything's a Superman punch or spin or this drive-by, everything is this big drastic thing because you're just desperately trying to get your glove to hit them in the face. Well, guess what? They're bigger than you, they're better than you, stronger than you, faster than you, and they taught you everything you know. It's probably not going to happen. Now in this round with Cliff, I need to be more conservative about what I call winning, because this is my kickboxing instructor. He taught me everything that I know about kickboxing, and he's seen everything from me before. So I had two goals really. My one, goal that I was going to try to do was I was going to try to engage in more exchanges, more at that mid-range, and kickbox with him more instead of just pushing forward. But my real goal, the one that I set out and was determined to succeed at, was to make low kicks an issue. That's literally it. I don't mean to land a lot of them. I don't mean to do damage with them. I just mean that the low kick was going to be an issue in this round. I was going to force Cliff to address that low kick, even though obviously he's much more skilled than me. Now I'm having trouble getting in there, and he can kick me in the head anytime he wants, as you'll see over and over. But damn it, you're gonna have to address this low kick. I'm gonna make you at least change what you're doing because of it, or something cool is gonna happen because of it. And here comes the one that starts it. Yeah, see, he's sick of my bullshit. He's sick of my bullshit. I'm gonna pay for it later. He's gonna beat the snot out of me a little bit here and there. Obviously under control. Me and Cliff are good, close friends, and we don't hit each other hard or hurt each other. But he can kick me in the head anytime he wants. And like I said, even though you block those, that's me acknowledging, yeah, I would have been dead. Oh, that knee would have killed me too. But just because I'm getting beat up doesn't mean I'm gonna stop practicing. Just because I'm getting beat up doesn't mean that this low kick can't become an issue. And I can force him to change his strategy, or force him to, change his angle by making this low kick an issue. Or maybe it can open up something that I haven't been able to do before. Yeah, I'll give you that one. Like, for example, this kick. I would never in a million years land that on him in any other round ever. But those low kicks made that possible. Challenge yourself, but make it something that you can definitely accomplish. Like, don't say, I need to land 10 jabs this round. If you're not jabbing enough, you need to say, I need to throw 10 jabs this round. Worst case scenario, you get your ass kicked a little bit, but guess what? You were already getting your ass kicked. But make sure it's something that you can do. And it doesn't have to be these examples. It could be whatever your thing is. Like, I mentioned Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. If you're doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and you're on the ground doing, all this Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu stuff, and you say to yourself, well, I normally spend the whole time smashed flat. Some big fat fuck on top of you inside control. And he's like, some blue belt is like head and arm choking you from inside your guard. And because he outweighs you by 75 pounds. He's wasting his training time. Don't let him waste your training time too. Say to yourself, well, I can't control whether I'm on top. I'm not going to sweep him. I'm not going to submit him. But what I can do is I can make sure that I'm never flat. One piece of advice that was given me in jiu-jitsu, just like, there's just certain things you should, like hands up and stand up. You should there's exceptions, but generally you should always try to be hands up. Being totally flat is bad. At least get to here. At least get to here. At least be like this, even though you're smashing. Still try to create your frames and just don't be flat. You're mostly in control of that. You can control whether or not you're flat the whole time. I once rolled with, I was rolling with a black belt. And when you roll with a black belt, you're just sort of not doing, the only things that you get to do are just whatever he lets you do. He was trying to pass like standing kind of. And I think I had some sort of like half of a half guard. And I just tried to, kick one foot one way, one foot the other way. And he'd had to do like this. and then went right back to here and then smashed me. He proceeded to shut me down and school me for the rest of the round, but I thought to myself, and it doesn't have to be like that drastic an example. Like if you're like a multi-stripe white belt or newer blue belt, you're rolling with a purple belt of the same size, and he's kicking your ass. Like if you were scoring this like a jiu-jitsu match, maybe he'd be up by 20 points. I got like fucking cauliflower ear and one of my eyes is scraped and there's like maybe blood in my lip, you know, and like my gi's all fucked up, right? But like he couldn't tap me. I win. You can win in sparring and rolling. You can also lose too. And it's not by getting tapped or getting beat up. That guy that outweighs you by 75 pounds or has 2 belts on you, if he taps you 16 different ways in a single roll, he loses. He's not learning. He's just like mindlessly like proving himself instead of improving himself. Now, if he puts himself on bottom and says that he's only going to defend and let the little white belt scamper around on top of him, he's actually being productive with his training time. Even if you're on top the entire time, he just won, right? And so maybe you were trying to work on maintaining knee on belly and you stayed in knee on belly for a lot of the round. You won. You can both win and you can both lose.